Those look like the
Back
ones
in the
that
day?
grandma had.
Yeah,
back in the day.
yeah.
The little small ones. I'm talking about these things get hot.
Ooh, it
Boy,
heat up the whole living room.
will heat up the freaking.
I
you
like
go up in that
those.
sweat and think you in a sauna or something.
What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets React, and we're back with another video.
If you're an American and you're thinking about moving to Germany, I'm going to share with you 10 differences between German houses and American houses. What's up, everybody? I'm Miguel, and you're watching XP Life Now. On this channel, I share with you new things that I
like them wall
experience as it
paintings.
pertains to travel and different cultures. So if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. There's a lot of differences between German houses and American houses, but this video won't be all inclusive. I'm just going to share with you 10 things that I feel are an important thing to know if you're considering moving to Germany. So the first major difference is actually not in the house at all. German houses are typically close together in a community.
Okay.
Since I've been here, I've never seen a house that was just off by itself. Compared to the U.S., it's very common for houses to be separated by a kilometer or so, especially in rural areas like in the South. The second major difference is German houses tend to be built up. I've never seen a house that was only one floor. Typically, it's at least 2 floors. The house that I live in is actually 3 floors, versus in the U.S., it's very common to find houses that are only 1 floor.
Okay.
I knew you was gonna pause it on that.
You know that because we just moved from our very first home that had 2 floors.
Yeah, and
I can't do it. I was pregnant and sick, and majority of my time was spent upstairs. I could barely move around. No, I can't do it.
Yeah, so
give
imagine
me my 1 floor.
3 floors.
Oh no.
Pregnant.
Jeez.
Might as well move everything downstairs.
Cause no, I couldn't do it. Give me my first floor, 1 floor only.
Is the carport. For German houses, it's a common thing to have the carport separated from the house. Sometimes you'll have one like mine where it's just a cover. Other times you'll actually have one that you can close. Now this is different from the U.S. where the garage is usually a major piece of the house.
People be stealing stuff.
And hell.
And hell. Yeah, I think that's an interesting thing.
People be stealing.
Yeah, but especially in some areas you do have very severe hail storms.
Yeah,
and you have flooding, which sometimes we're in can still get into the garage, but you won't have your car drifting off down the street, right? And what else?
I don't know. I like to be able to get in a car. First of all, I like nobody to know that I'm home. Second of all, I like to be able to get in the car, get the kids in the car, and we just pick up the garage and we leave.
Everybody's going out.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about a baby running in the street. Not that the baby's gonna run in the street, but
nah, you're right. Babies do get careless sometimes.
I'm talking hours.
Not hours, but I actually seen a video once where a baby was the gate was open while the mother had her back turned.
Oh, that's the video I showed you, huh?
Yes, the one that you showed me. The baby literally took a few steps and in an instant down the street.
Pew!
Almost at the intersection.
Yes, the mama had some rain. So I like having a garage.
Yeah, a garage is just a safe place.
Yeah.
Third point of entry into the house. And typically they're made to fit 1 or 2 cars. So the fourth major difference between German houses and American houses are the doors. The only way to lock the doors in German houses are with the key.
I like that.
Another thing to note is that if you don't have your key when you go outside, you could potentially be locked out of the house because, as you can see, most doors don't have any kind of doorknob, so when you close it, it's shut. And you
that's neat.
Yeah, that's
cool. I like that.
That's cool.
The fifth major difference between German houses and American houses is the heating. In my house and in most German houses, you have radiators to heat the house up. And what's cool about these things is they're all throughout the house in every single room. And you only heat the rooms that you are in For example, I spend most of my time downstairs, so I almost never turn on the ones on the second and third floor.
Those look like the ones that grandma had.
Yeah.
The little small ones. I'm talking about these things get hot.
Ooh, it heat up the whole living room.
Will heat up the freaking.
I
you
like
up in that sweat and think you in a sauna or something.
But you know, the ones that our grandmothers used to have, it's a fire in it.
I think it is it's like a little. So think about inside of a toaster. When you put that, when you hit it down and the inside of those metal grids start to light up, it's
those
just
things
like that.
Used to scare me when I was a kid, because I'd be like, I would just be staring at it like it was cool, but yeah,
we made some good toast sandwiches out of them.
Yeah, some toasters.
Yeah, I made some toasters out of that.
Make some s'mores, but that isn't too foreign.
Yeah,
it's not too foreign.
Yeah,
including the bedroom, because I like my bedroom cold. The sixth major difference between German houses and American houses are the refrigerators. In most German homes, your fridge won't actually look like a fridge, but will look like a cabinet. It does not have a freezer.
Okay.
Which
it don't have a freezer.
Something that I think is pretty standard. I've been in quite a few German homes and I have yet to see a freezer. Typically, all refrigerators within American houses will also be a freezer. The seventh major difference between...
Okay, so I want to touch on how it looks. It looks like a cabinet. That's not too foreign, because in houses here, there are, refrigerators that look like cabinets as well. So
far, I'm really enjoying this video. He's like really touching in the real detailed things of a house and the differences. So I'm like really like in the wild, because you guys don't have a freezer inside your refrigerator. Maybe y'all call it something different. Ice box?
Well, he said he's been to a lot. No, ice box is like the old term that we calls it.
Okay.
He said that he's been to a few homes and they don't have a freezer. So how do you freeze food that needs to be frozen, like meat? Or do you buy it all fresh?
And cook it instantly.
Yeah, and cook it
Maybe
instantly.
that's a thing that's like a cultural thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let us know that.
German houses and American houses is that German houses don't have closets. So most of the time you have to buy something like a wardrobe in order to store your clothes.
That's how they get you.
Houses,
make you stay fresh.
Every bedroom will have a closet for you to put your clothes in. So the eighth major difference between German houses and American houses are the windows. The first thing I want to point out about the windows are the
Give me that door. I'm ordering that.
Are these metal or plastic shutters that you can let either up or down, depending on what you want to do.
Futuristic vibes.
The second thing I want to point out about the windows is that there are two different ways that you can open them. If you don't want to open the window all the way up so that you don't have to deal with bugs and potentially birds flying in, all you have to do is turn the knob all the way up and the window comes down to about this point. Even with it like this, I can already start to feel the cool air start to come into the room. But if you want to completely air out the room, the window actually comes all the way open.
Okay.
And all you have to do is turn the knob to the side, and now the window opens all the way.
Okay, so I do want to touch on this. I remember, it's been a few years since I've written, more than a few years. But I remember like they used to have these type of windows in like up north, like New York area and all of that. I don't know if they still have it, but I know that a lot of children fell out of these windows, like in the 80s and, the 70s, because, apartments high up. So I don't know if they still have that. So I would love to know, like, because y'all have these windows, how do y'all prevent like children from going around it, or do your children just know not to go around it?
Right. I mean, I'm sorry, you finished?
No, I wasn't. Hold on. Because of course, like our children, if we were to have a pool, our children would know not to go around the pool, but children are children.
They test the waters.
Right, so I want to know.
But they also have windows where we just slide them up, slide them down. But this one, I like the idea of it. It's pretty fancy if you ask me. But the opening it as wide as possible just to get like a full breeze could be a little bit too much, especially if you have kids. Especially the houses out there are story houses.
Oh yeah.
So you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just different to have it wide open. That's why my first instinct was to put like a mesh screen. Like, cause I hear you be like, it stops mosquitoes and other bugs from flying in, but you still get the breeze. Right. But for this type of window, it will be a safe precaution so children don't go and looking out the window, then they'll tilt over.
Or is it like high up, you know, by the ceiling?
My man touching the window easy.
Oh, never mind.
He's touching the pretty darn fine.
Now, there's no standard window for American homes.
All right.
One of the things that really comes in handy that you find in the U.S. but won't find in Germany are screens. Typically in America, windows will come with screens in order to keep the bugs out if you want to open it up. The ninth major difference between German houses and American houses are the ceilings. Looking at German houses from the outside, they tend to have very steep chimneys. And you actually see that when you go into the house.
A master
bedroom.
bedroom.
You want to take this into consideration when you think about the different types of furniture that you want to buy or move over here.
He's so funny.
That's a major difference between German houses.
Show the inside of the toilet.
American houses.
Please show the inside.
Specifically the toilet and the tubs. The thing that a couple things I want to point out about the toilet.
It's slow. You can see it.
It does not have a back tank to it that is visible or accessible.
I can kind of see some water. It's all the way at the bottom.
To the floor. And typically what you'll find in American houses is the toilet will be mounted onto the floor. And it'll have a water tank in the back. Another thing I want to point out is that
hold up.
Don't have a lot of water.
Let's talk about the water.
That's really low.
That's low, but I've seen water that's low.
Yeah, definitely seen this before. This is not a shock.
Yeah, so
we had some people in the comments that made it sound like our water is down there touching our thighs
to the rim.
Like we can if we wanted to, but it's some toilets are built this way. Maybe because of our water pressure in the location.
The water pressure.
And it's low, and then when it flushes, it shoots extremely strong. And some waters are kind of a little more higher than that, and when it flushes, it has a slow flow with it. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I've seen some toilets that's not that low. Like, see how some of y'all were explaining it to us in the comment section. I thought like the water was just in the pipe. I didn't think it was like visible. So okay, that's not too much of a difference of what we have.
Your legs will hang.
Yeah, that's the scary part. And I'm a small person.
So I'm thinking about someone that's heavy. That's mounted against the wall. How much weight is it? Like, do you guys have a weight capacity with that?
Ooh.
Because an Earl come to the house and he...
Oh, Lord.
He had a long day on the road.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm just saying.
I'm visualizing the toilet just breaking.
Right. Oh, are you okay up there? Ah, boom, boom, boom.
I'm going to have to replace your toilet.
That is too much.
The hole. The hole is typically far in, like way in the back, and you have like all this flat space in the toilet. So you have to do a really good job aiming, or you're gonna have to use the brush to clean it. Also, with German toilets, they do a really good job flushing compared to American toilets.
Pressure
toilets
problem.
in America, when you flush them, unless you're in a public restroom, when you flush them, they tend to do they do this swirl.
Oh.
The water comes in and it does the swirling.
I hope you flush it.
To drain it out. But with German toilets, when you flush it.
Okay. Oh, it make like a jacuzzi.
It just does.
Okay, so it fills up and it goes down.
And
that's cool.
I've never had a problem with anything not going down in German toilets. As I said, the tubs are different as well. They tend to have these shower nozzles.
I like that. For anybody who take baths and like to sew, most likely ladies, My wife does it. The faucet would be right there on your head.
Yeah.
So you got like they have it against the wall. So you just chilling and you laid out. You get the whole length of the tub, and all you gotta do is just fix the knob. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you sit on that head. I don't lay on the part where the faucet is. I lay on the other side.
It'd be on the other side, but why does it have to be right where you could lay your head? What if you want to be on the opposite side?
Yeah, because if we did have it on the side, but some tubs do have that. It just depends on the house.
I've never lived in a house that had a faucet on the side.
On the side, you know, we watch a lot of YouTubers
that
who have
looks
those
like
type of tubs.
A large sink. That looks like a large sink. You can wash your hands in that tub. We don't get that. I never had a tub like. I would like a tub like that. That would be simple.
Yes, but I'm saying we have them. We personally just didn't have them yet.
Okay, deal. Good deal.
You can see there is no shower curtain.
Okay.
Or anything to stop the water from getting onto the floor.
Wait! Oh, okay. I'm about to say.
Is actually open.
They have a shower.
Question of the day. What are some things that you liked about German houses that you would like to incorporate?
So this is it.
I like the question. What is something you would like to that you would add into your own? I feel that I would add definitely that. Well,
what would I add? Oh, I like the door. I like when you close it. It locks. It locks instantly. I like that.
You know, I think I seen an Airbnb like that where a couple was inside and the door had locked on them, and they didn't know why. They didn't just like, oh, I'm locked in. I'm like, no, you just need the key. To open
I like
it again.
that.
Yeah, so I like that. That's definitely good, especially if you're running for your life.
What?
Oh.
Oh wait, no, because if you're outside running for your life and you don't have no key, you in bad luck.
Better go around the house a few times.
Yeah.
It was a joke, y'all.
Yeah, don't come say, well, we don't have that here. Don't do that. Okay, don't mess up the joke.
Yeah. That was an interesting video.
Yeah, very interesting. I like German houses.
I want to go check out part 2 just because he has such a detailed video of the inside scoop. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like German houses. I'm trying to think, what would I add? Okay, so let's talk about the master bedroom. What about tall people? Like, how do y'all navigate that?
Right. What about Sierra's husband? Like, what are y'all gonna do if we go down there with a nice house that she used to listen and we move there and then the ceiling is bad for my neck?
Oh God, you just won't be able to go to that side of the house.
I mean, I sleep with my foot in that direction, not my head.
The
Because
bed
if I sit
will
up,
not go right there.
That's a whole haircut. Like,
I'm trying to see what I would add. Oh, I like the toilet, like the way it flush. But I don't know about dangling my feet. And I'm short. I don't like the dangle thing because it makes me feel like a kid. I don't like that.
Yeah.
But I like the way that it flushes. I like that.
Yeah.
The street name comes first and then the number, and the postcode or zip code comes before the city. And check out the doorbells, no numbers. Instead, they're labelled with the surnames of the people living there, which strikes me as slightly unusual as privacy.
So it sounds like.
Anyway, today's episode, we're at home with the Germans. German homes come in all shapes and sizes. They also have pretty logical names. A house at the end of a row of houses is called an end of the row house, or ein Endhaus. A house where one family lives is called a one-family house, ein Familienhaus. Large houses split up into several apartments are called Mehrfamilienhäuser, or multi-family houses, and that's the most common type of home here. As I've told you before, Germans usually know the exact measurements of their home in square meters. The average German home is a little over 90 square meters, for 2 people. 5 million Germans live in a WG or Wohngemeinschaft, that's shared accommodation. And only 0.5% of households have 3 or more generations living under one roof. Cold rent means without bills, and warm rent includes costs for certain utilities and services. Germany has long been a nation of renters. Less than half the population owns their own home, and in some larger cities that drops to a quarter. This is in part a hangover from recent history. During the war, a lot of private property was destroyed, so rental apartment blocks were built as a quick fix. In East Germany, people rarely had the option of purchasing their own property, and state-owned property was heavily subsidised. These days, some people prefer the flexibility of renting. Germans do, after all, move an average of 6 times in their life, but most people cite spiralling house prices and hefty deposits as the main hurdle to owning their own home. That being said, renting isn't always a particularly cheap alternative. In Munich, renters are shelling out around 17 euros per square metre. Berlin has introduced a controversial 5-year rent freeze to try and get its prices under control. And some people are getting creative, shunning traditional living models in favour of houseboats, campervans, communal living projects or tiny houses.
Ein Tiny House ist ein kleines Häuschen, meistens aus Holz gebaut, zwischen 10 und 20 Quadratmeter auf Rädern, auf einem Pkw-Anhänger, ist aber auch eine Bewegung. Ja, ist eine Bewegung, die vor ungefähr 15 Jahren in Kalifornien in den USA eingesetzt hat.
Und wie ist es dann nach Deutschland gekommen?
In Deutschland gab es ja schon immer durch diese Kleingärten eine Tiny House Affinität. Deutsche und auch Holländer, die ja sehr viel Camping machen und Caravanning, die haben eine hohe Sympathie für kleine Räume.
Welche Vorteile bietet ein Tiny House?
Wenn wir nicht mehr so viel Platz beanspruchen, können wir nicht mehr so viel kaufen. Wenn alle Menschen auf einmal in Holzgebäude leben würden, hätten wir nicht so eine CO2-Katastrophen. Und wenn wir nicht mehr in anonymen Hochhäusern leben wollen, sondern eher in kleineren Strukturen, dann ist das soziale Miteinander auch ein anderes.
Anyway, back to the States quote now. Here are
yeah, let me just say this real quick. I feel like tiny houses is just part of y'all living spaces. Like y'all naturally live in small homes. We ain't looking at big. Like homes here for y'all is like crazy. Like y'all do not like this type of housing that we got going on.
Yeah.
Especially if you have to buy the house per square feet. Oh, your pockets will have to be deep.
Yeah. Like she said, after the war, they built the houses as a quick fix, you know? So maybe they just used to it. But we see that in a lot of the European houses that we see. Most of them live in apartments. Well, that we see.
She would like a tiny house.
Who?
You would.
That's a lie.
I promise y'all. I bet money I could say something right now that would turn your whole idea around.
Say it.
Imagine your tiny house as a mini library.
Yeah, with just me.
Exactly. Like you go into your tiny house, like how he had it. He had the ladder in there and everything. You have everything you need.
Me and my books.
But it's just a book. I just gave an idea.
It's a library. Yeah.
I just gave an
and
idea.
You and the kids live next door to me.
Coming for some sugar. I'm coming not for some sugar.
My personal picks for a few things that make a home very German. House shoes, bottled water,
Bottled
but,
water.
of course, weird little
I
mini
love
forks for cake. If the cakes aren't mini, then why are the forks? Solid roller blinds that block out every last scrap of light. One of these retro-looking wooden measuring sticks. A cellar with caged-off storage spaces. A beloved balcony. That's the most sought-after home feature. 2 duvets, very practical. And unwieldy, squashy, frankly ridiculous square pillows. Newcomers often have a few surprises when they move into their first place in Germany. First of all, don't expect a house or flat to be furnished, even if you're renting. And the biggest shock of all might come when you enter the kitchen. Yep, it's totally normal to take your entire kitchen with you when you move. Counters, cooker, sink, everything. One good thing about moving here is that it's a team effort.
Wait, is it Germans that have to actually build their floor?
I thought it was the Netherlands.
Like their floor is not there?
Yeah.
That still sounds weird.
It does, because we're not used to it.
Yeah, it's like you moving in and you gotta actually lay the concrete, the wood out on the floor because it's just straight concrete.
Yeah, the type of floor.
Okay.
Absolutely the done thing to enlist the help of all your friends. The only payment required is beer, pizza, and the knowledge that you'll return the favour. Of course, it wouldn't be Germany without a good set of rules. The small print in a rental contract can include such gems as the exact level of noise you're allowed to make, how often you have to air your flat out, and the requirement to repaint every room a neutral colour upon your departure. If you've noticed anything else about the German way of living, leave me a comment below. Thanks for dropping by.
Alright, we're gonna stop right there. Make sure you guys check it out. I ain't even too upset with how you guys live your life because I feel like the space that y'all would like to have is private. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like your privacy. Y'all don't like all that extra space or storage space that's not needed. Because here you'll probably see some garages filled to the top with boxes and artifacts.
Yeah, artifacts is crazy. But yeah, we like a lot of space here. All right, y'all. We hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Peace.